everyone, thank you for joining me in this video, and today I'm going to talk about the negative symptoms of schizophrenia, because I don't know about you guys, but I can never remember the negative symptoms. So I thought it would be good to make a video that I can look back on, and also by doing this video I can remember a little bit better, and hopefully you guys can refer to this video too. When someone asks you what is schizophrenia, you'll not only know the positive symptoms, the hallucinations, paranoia, and delusions that everyone's pretty much aware of, but you'll also know the negative symptoms and be able to explain those as well. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So what are negative symptoms? Negative symptoms are so called because they describe thoughts or behavior that the person used to have before they became ill, but now no longer have, or have to a lesser extent, and so have been lost or taken away from their psyche. It describes normal aspects of the person's behavior that they no longer have. Now, there are 8 principal negative symptoms. Number 1, apathy. The person may have a lack of interest in activities that previously were important to them, such as their work or studies or recreational activities such as sports. They may also stop looking after themselves properly, and their personal hygiene and appearance may suffer noticeably. They may be reluctant to leave the house or even their bedroom, and may lie in bed for the larger part of the day. Number 2, absent, blunted, or incongruous emotional responses. People with schizophrenia experiencing negative symptoms may appear to display no reaction to good or bad news, or to react inappropriately, for instance, laughing at sad news or appearing to become unhappy when hearing good news. Number 3, reductions in speech. People with negative symptoms of schizophrenia may appear to have little interest in conversation and may only give very brief responses to questions. Their speech may be disrupted, or there may be long pauses in the flow of their speech or in responding to conversation, known as poverty of speech. The ability to make small talk is often completely lost, and this loss of vital communication skills can impact seriously on the person's ability to take part in social activities or find employment. This is also called alogogia, A-L-O-G-I-A, alogogia, by doctors. In extreme cases, the person may become completely mute. Number 4, social withdrawal. The person may shun social contact and may prefer to spend the larger part of the day and night by themselves. There is a general lack of will to interact with the world around them. This is called avolition by doctors, which is A-V-O-L-I-T-I-O-N. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these words right, but that's what it is. Number 5, impaired attention. There may be an obvious difficulty in concentrating during conversation and an inability to concentrate on even simple tasks. Number 6, anhedonia. This describes an inability to experience pleasure. People with schizophrenia who experience this often describe life as being gray or empty, devoid of the normal emotional ups and downs that we all take for granted. Others have described it as feeling empty or hollow. Number 7, sexual problems. There may be a significant reduction or total absence of libido. Men may experience problems in achieving erections, and both men and women may have problems achieving an orgasm. Number 8, lethargy. People with schizophrenia experiencing negative symptoms will often have a profound lack of energy and find it difficult to do any more than light activity. This may lead to them spending a large part of the day in bed or watching television. So those are the 8 negative symptoms. Now I'm going to explain some other symptoms that were on the research that I was doing. These were one of the things that I was familiar with, but they're actually categorized outside of negative symptoms. They are categorized in thought disorders and movement disorders. So thought disorders are unusual or dysfunctional ways of thinking. One form is called disorganized thinking. This is when a person has trouble organizing his or her thoughts or connecting them logically. He or she may talk in a garbled way that is hard to understand. This is often called word salad. Another form is called thought blocking. This is when a person stops speaking abruptly in the middle of a thought. When asked why he or she stopped talking, the person may say that it felt as if the thought had been taken out of his or her mind. Finally, a person with a thought disorder might make up meaningless words or neologisms. And now movement disorders. Movement disorders may appear as agitated body movements. A person with a movement disorder may repeat certain motions over and over. In the other extreme, a person may become catatonic. Catatonia is a state in which a person does not move and does not respond to others. Catatonia is rare today, but it was more common when treatment for schizophrenia was not available. Now, in addition to those two things, thought disorders, movement disorders, and the negative symptoms, there are also cognitive symptoms of schizophrenia. So for some people, cognitive symptoms of schizophrenia are subtle, but for others they are more severe, and patients may notice changes in their memory or other aspects of thinking. Similar to negative symptoms, cognitive symptoms may be difficult to recognize as part of the disorder. Often they are detected only when tests are performed. Cognitive symptoms include the following: poor executive functioning, or the ability to understand information and use it to make decisions. 2, trouble focusing or paying attention, which paying attention, that was mentioned in the negative symptoms, but also a cognitive symptom. And finally, problems with working memory, the ability to use information immediately after learning it. So there you go. There is more into the negative symptoms of schizophrenia. So I hope this has cleared up some maybe misconceptions that you had about what's categorized as what in the disorder, and I hope you have taken something away from this video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Please subscribe if you have not already. Thanks so much. Bye guys.